Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you taking some time here to pop in and see what I have to say. My name is Jason and this is what is called my basic series. This series is really designed for a novice angler or somebody who may just have an interest in fishing to get an understanding of the basic tackle that's involved and some of the basics of knot tying and things like that. And that's what I'm going to go over today, are knots. In order to catch a fish, you have to be able to tie something on that fish is going to bite. And a badly tied knot can certainly cost you a fish of a lifetime. An improperly tied knot can compromise the tensile strength of your main line by as much as 70%. So you want to make sure that your knots that you are tying are good knots. Okay. Now, one thing that I will state when it comes to fishing line is that friction is the enemy of monofilament, fluorocarbon, doesn't matter. The only one that's really not as affected is braid, but still you need to be wary of this. So when you tie a knot in fishing line, before you bear down on that knot, you want to lubricate the knot in some way. Now, most of us, we just place the line in our mouth, put a little saliva on there, and that provides that lubrication that you need to allow the knot to cinch without letting the line heat up. It's amazing how much heat you can build by just tugging on some fishing line and tightening up a knot. Okay, you don't want to do that. Now, if you look online, you'll see that there are thousands of different knots out there, and they all have different purposes. And you'll see one guy say that this is the best knot, and the next guy says, no, that's the worst knot. And we're not going to get into that. All right, there's a lot of tests that have been done out there that by laboratories that spend a lot of money on this kind of stuff to determine what is the best knot and what is a less superior knot. Okay. Now, for me, I basically fish with 3 different types of knots at this point in my life. I fish with a polymer knot, I fish with a uni knot, or if I'm connecting fluorocarbon to braid, I'll tie an FG knot. Now, I'm not going to go into the FG knot today. It's pretty in-depth, but I will cover the other 2. Okay. The first one I'm going to talk about is probably the knot I use the most, and that's the polymer knot. Super quick to tie, really strong knot. There's one thing that you need to be aware of when you're tightening down the knot that I'll cover, but let's get into it. Okay, the first step, you want to grab your hook and your line. Now this would be the main line that goes back to your reel. I'm simply using red yarn today so that you get a better visual. Okay, the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to pass your line through the front of your hook. Okay, if you remember from my previous video, the point is the side that is the front. Okay. Now once that has happened, you're going to take the line and you're going to run it back through the eye of the hook a second time. It's much easier with fishing line. And I just got new contacts, so it's hard for me to see. Okay. So we now have our line running through the eye of the hook twice. Okay. You'll see that. Okay. Now once you have the knot in this, or once you have this, you're just going to simply make an overhand loop like you'd make to tie your shoe. Okay. Very simple. Now tuck the loop back through and place the hook through the loop that you've created. Okay. You'll have something that looks like this. Okay. At that point, you want to pull all your lines equally, and this is where you would moisten that line. And then you're going to bear down on one, and then the other. And that is how your finished knot should look. Now the one thing that I will point out is that this portion of the knot, this loop, needs to be at the top when you tighten it down. You'll see when you bring the hook back through that loop, you kind of have to flip the line down and pull so that that line does not get trapped underneath the other 2 lines. Okay, that is a polymer knot, incredibly strong. All right, we're going to clip that off. The next knot that I'm going to cover is what's called the uni knot. I like this knot. It's pretty quick. very effective. I use this a lot when I'm fishing things like soft plastics where I need a knot that can slide up inside my soft plastic a little bit if I needed to. Now with this knot, we're going to start the same way. You're going to pass your main line through the eye of the hook from the front. Okay. Now you're just going to make a loop. Okay. All we've done there, I've just looped it up here. And now I'm going to pass the tag end around the other two lines 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See that? Now holding these 2 lines up here in the hook, you're going to pull that tight. Again, you'd moisten. Slide that knot down until it snugs up. Give each individual line a tug, tighten it down equally, and there is a uni knot. Now of course, you always want to cut your tag ends off, clean that knot up, make it look nice. You are now ready to hit the lake. So just a couple of quick, easy knots there that are super effective and will get you through the day. I appreciate you taking time to watch this video. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please do. I put out about 1 video a day, so you're not going to get a bunch of crazy notifications. And the subscribers definitely help. I'm just getting started, and the more people that I can help catch fish, the better. And you can help me do that by helping spread the word. Appreciate you taking time out of your day again. Keep fishing.